Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out Secret Invasion Season 1, Episode 5, the penultimate episode to the series or season. Whatever is going to happen with the show, I really don't know. If the viewership numbers are any indication, we're not getting a Season 2. There is little to no interest in this show. I've seen it both on YouTube and the viewership numbers reportedly coming out. Like, no one is interested in this show at all. And for good reason, honestly. I don't think this show has lived up to the name Secret Invasion. And while I think there are really cool aspects to this show, I think the action has been on point. They've upped the violence a good bit. I think the acting has been really good. I think the writing to some extent has been really good, but the writing has started to fall apart in these last couple of episodes. I feel like things are being rushed. I feel like certain plot points don't make any sense on contradiction to what some of these characters are saying. Like, for example, we keep getting this line from Nick Fury, "No, I have to do this alone. You know, I'm not calling in any of the Avengers," and he's given good reasons, but then it's like, what? And that's what I mean whenever I say Secret Invasion hasn't lived up to the name of Secret Invasion, because if you've seen anything other than this show, Secret Invasion based, you'll know that Secret Invasion, the storyline, is so good. Both in the comics and on the Earth's Mightiest Heroes TV show, this storyline has trumped everything that this show has attempted to do. Like I said, there's cool aspects to it, but I feel like Marvel's going to fall into the same hole that they've fallen into every single time they're ready to conclude a series or a season. The build up is interesting, and then we get to the last two episodes and we're like, oh, that's what's happening. It feels really underwhelming, to be completely honest, and it feels like something is missing, but I'm not going to judge the series as a whole. I'm hoping I'm not repeating myself with a similar sentiment at the end of this episode. Hopefully I enjoy it, but before we get started, I just want to say, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications. Whatever you guys want to do to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing the full-length version of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you guys will find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys could check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm super excited. So let's go. Bro, what happened to the hour-long episodes? I think every episode has diminished in length. I mean, it was like 50-some minutes for the first two episodes, and then it was like 45 for the third one. Last week was 38, and this one's 39. Oh, big whoop, a minute longer. Like, it's just crazy. Especially with the credits and the recap in the beginning. And the intro. The intro is like 2.5 minutes long. That's why these shows are so conflicting, because I feel like they need more, but then sometimes I'm like, they need less. It's crazy. And this show costs $200 million. It's wild. And Gareth Edwards' new movie, The Creator, costs 86. What are they doing? That movie looks phenomenal, by the way.
Need to start pounding blood transfusion.
We've got a cooler waiting in the
President, can you hear me? Whatever you do not trust Colonel Rhodes.
His pulse is dropping. Let's go.
Sir, do you have clearance?
Bitch, I'm Nick Fury. I wonder if you heard him say, don't trust Rhodes. Cool. Is he starting to doubt? Is he seeing the Gravik's becoming a little too unstable to properly lead them without, you know, sending them straight to their graves?
You should be proud, G.
G.
Dead? Our target was the president, and he's still alive.
Is he really dead, though? Like, I can't trust anything in this show.
You told me Fury hid the Avengers' DNA, but it wasn't in any of the locations you provided. Fury never trusted you, and it makes me.
Why would
start
Fury
to
have the
wonder,
Avengers'
why
DNA?
should we-
Oh.
Pagan thought he had a voice.
Brutality's great, though.
And the only reason Fury was on that motorway was because his traitor wife defied my direct order. Well, then you send some of our people to Vara's house and kill her. Change your plans. You keep Ritson alive. Make sure he knows it wasn't just the Russians who did this. It was the Russians with the help of Skrulls.
What?
Gravik, have you lost your damn mind?
No.
Reptilian ass mind.
And if we don't get what we want?
Well, then we all do what we've prepared for. Sacrifice.
Something tells me Gravik would be the kind of person to sacrifice everybody except himself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Calm down. Calm down.
Do something.
Well, in order to out me, Nick, you're gonna have to kill me. And you don't want to kill me because you're not ready to die. The footage of you killing Maria Hill is gonna lead off every news program all across the hemisphere. That's right.
Ah, great.
I did. I really, really did.
If you shoot him right now, Just shoot him. Just shoot him. Her. Everybody would find out real quick.
Consider this a preview, Nick. Because if you ever get within 100 yards of the president again, I'm gonna make sure you get the whole show.
Like, I know if Rhodes died, then Gravik would do something stupid or something crazy. But, like, aren't we trying to, like, prove that the Skrulls are behind all this? So if he shoots him, it's pretty solid proof, right? And it would also give leeway to the argument that there are Skrulls working close to the president. Like, some of the writing in this show, it's like, what? It hasn't been bad compared to a lot of the other crap that we've gotten from Disney Plus, but, like, some of the decisions are so questionable. I also saw something regarding the strike. One of the writers of She-Hulk, you guys know how I felt about She-Hulk. I hated She-Hulk, quite frankly. To put it bluntly, I hated She-Hulk. There wasn't a single part of that show that I really liked. I thought they did Daredevil dirty. I didn't like her as a character. But I saw that one of the writers had a check for $396 for writing one of the episodes. That is ridiculous, regardless of what you thought of She-Hulk. Like, come on.
In a failed attempt on President Ritzen's life.
Sonia Falsworth here to see you, sir.
He's a Skrull, isn't he? Wasn't she talking about that the other episode?
Or do you really believe that Skrulls could be amongst us?
Well, if you ask me, sir, I think they're bloody everywhere.
Have you lost your mind, woman?
Falsworth, what have you done?
Just showing Director Weatherby's true colours. Come and look at that. I must inform you.
He could have done that to Rhodey! Like, what?
So unless you want me to enact my personal preference right now, you should start talking.
If he wasn't to kill him, like, he could have just shot him in the leg!
I was just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
Pagan.
He failed us.
I think everybody's about to turn on him. The way everybody's just kind of standing and sitting around, like, the way they, like, shot everybody.
I'll handle it. Once he's awake, I'll send confirmation of the strike.
Yeah. Because you know what happens if you don't, right?
Yeah. Bro, he's about to... Oh. Oh. Cool. See, like, the fighting is good. It's just, like, some of the decisions. It really seems like he's more hell-bent on getting revenge on Fury than he is finding a place for the Skrulls to actually live, or hurting Fury in any way that he can without killing him, like making him suffer first. Kind of like Dante from the new Fast and Furious movies.
What DNA did Gravik steal?
Only a few samples. But he took those because he couldn't find what he was looking for.
What was he looking for?
Something he called the harvest.
Is that the Avengers DNA? Like I said, why would he have that? Why?
Take him to Priscilla. She'll know what to do. Oh, shit. I'll be in touch.
Okay, I'm getting mighty worried. We're halfway through this episode and, like, nothing significant has really happened yet. The finale's gonna be a mess. I can already tell.
I'm staggeringly versatile. To give you a couple of examples, I'm very good at being your bestie. I'm also devilishly good at being not your bestie. It's really just a matter of taste.
She's great, though. I love her.
Get out.
Oh, this is quite the clerical error. Nigel, we're going to have someone in admin either fired or, you know, shot.
No, my name's Victor.
No, of course you are. Nigel's the one with his silencer pressed against the base of your skull. Ooh, there he is.
She's easily my favorite character in the show.
Well, Rose, it really is a lovely laboratory. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to torch it. You win some, you lose some.
Oh, wow, that CGI fire looked awful.
I won't let her betray Gravik. Let us go, or I'll kill her.
Oh, I don't doubt you for a moment.
Oh, see? The violence is crazy. It shocks me every episode. Yeah, he's dead. I thought they were going to do another switcheroo on us, but no, he's dead.
As you no doubt saw with your own eyes, these Skrulls aided in that attack. Mr. President, what you see on the screen is the Skrull compound. England is 100% behind us, and as soon as the rest of NATO sees this proof, they're going to be on board too. Believe me.
A strike on Russian soil. That means World War III.
See, they keep talking about this World War III build-up and all these threats, and they keep talking about it, but I'm not feeling any of it. And with a budget like this show got, like,
We have to cut this thing off.
it pisses me off, honestly.
Bring it to me in person. I'll call the whole thing off.
Call what thing off?
Your president's gonna bomb New Skrullos, and the war is on.
An Interpol red notice.
Mason from Black Widow. I like that they're throwing him into the more grounded stuff. That's kind of cool.
Figured you might need that on the other side. You're welcome. Oh, and try and get a nap. You seem a little grumpy.
That's cool. I like that. They can make him like the new Coulson. Like he kind of shows up every once in a while. Now that Maria Hill's gone too.
I wasn't sure if he'd ever commit to calling any one place home, let alone any place with me. But I figured if I was gonna give it a fighting chance, I'd need to find a place that offered
Bullet hole's still there.
lots of privacy, lots of security, and lots of leather.
Lots of leather.
Than to meet them running down some dark alley.
Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. I shot him before he even came in. He's still hanging there. Nice, though. Like, dude, the action's great, but there's not enough of it. I think I'm just really impressed by the action and the brutality that they're using in this show. I think that's why I'm the guy hanging in the back. I think that's why I'm so hung up on it. No pun intended. Is that Fury? Is he wearing one of those like holographic masks that Natasha was using in Winter Soldier? Yeah.
This what we're doing?
Yes, this is absolutely what we're doing. Seatbelt, please.
I love her. Like I said, she's my favorite character in this show. I haven't gotten nearly enough of her. I hope she shows up in other projects. I hope they don't kill her off.
Why do you think Rhodey is in charge of this?
He asked for corroboration on the new Skrullos site.
And you gave it to him?
Last I checked, Britain and the US were allies.
Well, last I checked, Rhodey is a Skrull.
What?
If I don't give Gravik the harvest, then Rhodey is going to incinerate the Skrull compound, including all the Skrulls and humans trapped inside.
I was gonna say everybody that, all the actual people that are in there, in the pods.
Nearly every Avenger spilled blood in the Battle of Earth. In the aftermath, some were sent in to collect that DNA. Some with the ability to blend in.
But why?
Nobody knew about them but me.
But why?
Why?
Why? Answer: because they needed something to put in this show. That makes no sense to me.
Super Skrull.
No sense. Like, it makes sense, like, he got Groot, Cull Obsidian's, like, hand. Groot had leftover branches from the battle in Infinity War in Wakanda.
Why do you think
Frost Beast from Thor: The Dark World, and then Extremis. I don't know. It just, that didn't make any sense.
Fury, why haven't you called any of your special friends down?
This is personal. You can't keep depending on these superheroes to swoop in and save our
Yes, you
asses.
can. Yes, you can. Because you're going to for the next 10 movies.
None of them can defend the world the way I can. The only power...
Really? But bro, we talking about the Skrulls.
If that ain't enough, then I don't know what hope we have.
This is all very touching, but it makes no sense.
Don't you have another one of these?
Oh, I got these all over the place.
I was gonna
Give
say,
me a neat
one in Winter Soldier wasn't in Russia or Finland or wherever he is. So we got a mix of all the Avengers DNA in this little vial.
You knew how dangerous this
Why? Okay, he's getting the Fury fit.
It's time. Let's finish this.
Who was he talking to? Oh man, I have very conflicting feelings about this episode. Here's the thing. This show isn't bad at all. Like, this isn't a bad show. It's just whenever it comes down to the people who actually care about this kind of stuff and are going to look at every little detail in this show, such as myself, such as the only people that are watching this show right now, Marvel fans, people who are still on board with Disney Plus and all that, it's just so easy to pinpoint all the little plot holes and like the little things that they could have done differently. That it's kind of frustrating. It's not kind of frustrating. It is frustrating. Like this whole thing with Rhodey, like literally in the scene after Nick confronts Rhodey in the hallway at the hospital, we see that Sonya shoots her boss, who is a Skrull, and reveals to everybody else who's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, he's a Skrull. Okay. Why didn't he just do that to him? Like, I thought that little cameo by the guy from Black Widow, I think his name's Agent Mason, or something along those lines. Mason, I think, is his name. But I thought that was pretty cool, and I'd like to see him show up in some more grounded stuff, you know, to kind of connect everything, make some more interconnectiveness, kind of like what we had with Coulson in the phase 1 and phase 1 films. And now that Maria Hill's gone, we're gonna need some more like SHIELD type agents to kind of be showing up, and I think that'd be really cool for him to show up, and I think that'd be a great opportunity for that actor as well. I don't know, I feel like this episode was a whole lot of nothing though. Like, it was I don't know how to describe it. Like, it wasn't nothing, but it was nothing. It almost, the only thing they really put forward into the story is the whole thing with Gravik bombing his own people. Like, that's the only thing that they've kind of developed on. And now we have the old Nick Fury back. But, like, other things like her burying her father, like, it was touching, but it really didn't matter. The whole thing with him getting on the plane and having like a 3-minute conversation with Mason, even though the cameo was cool, it was just useless. Like, we didn't need that, but we're filling the show with uselessness almost. But this whole thing with the Avengers vial with the DNA in it makes zero sense to me. Why would he have that? Why would they've collected the DNA from the battles on purpose? I was thinking that it was the Skrulls who went around looking for it, you know, to try to make the Super Skrulls, and I thought Extremis, Groot, the Frost Beast, and Call Obsidian were the extent of it. But the whole thing with all of the Avengers' DNA being mixed into one vial, why would you have that? You know it's dangerous. They even said how dangerous it was, and they were like, oh, why would you give it over to Gravik? Why would you have it in the first place? It doesn't make any sense to me. And they're doing exactly what I was fearing. We're going into this last episode with so much to do, and if this episode is under 45 minutes, I can't see it, you know, turning out to be something special. It's probably, this show overall is going to be another nothing burger if the finale doesn't hit. And with the current trajectory and what we've seen from other Disney Plus shows, I'm really thinking we're going to get another nothing burger finale. It has no consequences moving forward. It's just, I really don't know how to feel about this. Like I said, it's not necessarily bad. I'm not hating on it by any means. I just think some of the decisions, I think the pacing has been off for the last couple of episodes. I really don't know what to think of it. And I don't want to keep spewing about it until I see the finale. Once I see the finale, I'm going to cement my thoughts and you know, vent about what I didn't like about the show or what I loved about the finale or whatever happens in this next week. Who knows? I just wish we were getting more from it, but then there's certain things that I'm like, okay, do less of this. But then, like I said in the reaction, we're kind of just getting a mixed bag right now. So I really don't know what to think, but let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing full-length versions of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you guys will find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys can check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.